Welcome to Venture24 Accelerator Program Overview. Within this presentation, I make sure exactly what is included with our program and the benefits you'll receive as becoming a client of ours to help you launch your app into the App Store successfully. Venture24 Accelerator was created to provide new startups, new ground floor opportunities to get off the ground. We primarily focus on ground floor opportunities which are pre-revenue and pre-development. If you are a startup that has run out of operating capital or need funds for marketing expenses, we would not be the opportunity for you. Or if you have a pre-existing development team and you're looking to use a new team or pay for an existing development bill that was not satisfied, we would not be the right opportunity for you as well. We are looking for only ground floor opportunities. When you enroll here, you have a dedicated professional team, and we offer a zero risk guarantee. Now, here's how the program works. The accelerated program takes roughly 90 days to complete. Within the 90 days, that entails your full proof of concept, pitch delivery, and funding for development. So let's break down the proof of concept. When you become a client of Venture24, you will receive everything you need to effectively package up your idea and help us represent you and pitch it to our group of investors. So let's break down everything that's included here with our program. The first is an application narrative, your project plan. This is a written document that is highly detailed of how your application flows and works. This is headed off to your design team so they can begin to build out your UI and UX screen designs. With our company, you have unlimited number of screens and unlimited number of revisions, and we will not proceed until you give the approval. Next is the prototype. The prototype also has unlimited revisions. As we require this, as you begin to go through the prototype, you will find screens that need to be updated, revised, or maybe some things that need to be added in. Those will go back to your designer. Once they update them, put it back in the prototype, we will then provide you with the revised prototype to make sure everything is included, because this is a full functional prototype that you will need to help you gain traction for your app idea. Now, the prototype is very important because there are two main reasons why you have to have this. Number one, you need it to start sharing early on so you can gain traction, building anticipation, getting people excited. Our company needs it, so we use the prototype and your pitch deck for our presentation to secure funds for investors to launch your app idea. So it's very important this is done correctly. I want to be clear here, this is a workable model. There is no development at this point. We use a third-party emulator called Figma that allows us to simulate the entire mobile app environment. Next is your one-page website. The one-page website is going to highlight the key features and benefits of your app idea and serve as a pre-sign-up tool. You'll be able to collect email addresses on this one-page website so that you can begin to send them updates of your app idea, maybe screens, videos, anything that it has to do with getting your app idea launched. They want to feel like they're involved. They want to feel like they're part of the process. They become loyal to your brand. This is extremely important, and you want to start promoting your prototype and your one-page website once this is received. The reason is very clear. Most people wait to the last minute to start sharing their app idea. So an average app would take 6 to 8 months to complete. It does vary based on project, but let's say it takes 6 months. Most people wait till month 6 to say anything in fear of someone's going to take their app idea. This is far from the truth, as apps take a lot of money, time, energy, commitment, team building to even launch one successfully. Not something someone's going to do just because you share your idea with them. You never know who you're going to attract, the type of people that come on board with you when you actively do this. Now, also a reason why is, let's say those same 6 months, you're actively sharing your app idea, getting pre-signups, and now you've built a list of 5,000 people that are anticipating the launch of your app. This is fantastic, because now what you can do is you can leverage that by incentivizing that list to go download your app idea once it hits the app store. So you can say, hey, app's going live in 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, now it's live. If you go download it, leave a rating, leave a review, and we will give you an incentive for doing that. Most people are going to do that for you. So let's say out of 5,000, 1,000 people do that. This is great, because what ends up happening now is you have a large influx of rating and reviews that come to download your app. The App Store sees it as relevant, and you're going to start coming up on relevant searches that are close to what your app idea does. This is fantastic news, because it means you are now valuable in the app marketplace. Another reason is a key distinction is when people scroll through your app, they're going to see that you already have existing likes, ratings, reviews, downloads, and then when they click on it, They'll look at it and say, I trust this, this looks good, I'm going to download it. That's it, and that's exactly what you're going for when you do this. And it's really important you take this step, because without it, you're going to be launching into a massive marketplace that no one's going to know who you are. You're going to be overlooked, and it's not going to be very good for your launch if you spend so much time building your app. So this is why we take this approach. Then we're going to build up your social media. This is Facebook and Instagram. We're not promoting it during the accelerated portion. We're just setting up the accounts. This is for download nurturing. People are going to look for you on social media and see if you're relevant. Is this something that is still in the process of becoming into the App Store, or was this an old idea that maybe it's just not as active? So you got to make sure you do that. Again, it's for download nurturing. People are going to look you up. Then we do your logo and your icon branding. Everything starts to come full circle. You have unlimited revisions once again with this, because it's the same design team. So we're going to make sure we get your design of your logo, your icon, or branding exactly the way you want, because this is going to lead your mobile app and concept into the App Store and into the future. Then we're going to provide you a marketing strategy. This is going to identify who your end user is, so we can effectively launch the right message and target the right people. This is going to be narrowed down by age, interest, gender, income, location, and various other factors to make sure you have a successful launch when you market your idea and launch it to the app stores. And then finally is revenue model. How is this going to make money? There's a lot of ways that you can make apps profitable for you. And a lot of the most common ones are microtransaction, in-app purchases, subscription for monthly, annually, reselling data, advertising networks, and more. So there's a lot of things we could put together here to make sure your app is going to be the most successful on many fronts. So we have to build a revenue model. Now, all this is included in our accelerator program when you become a client of ours. And we like to do a comparison, because if you were to do this on your own and maybe subcontract other companies to do bits and pieces of it, this would be an average estimation of what you're looking to pay for something like this. So a narrative is about $1,500. These are extensive documents that have to be very detailed. Your UI design, you're not going to get the option of having unlimited screens and revisions. You're going to get capped at 15 to 20 screens. Maybe throw in some handful of revisions. If you're going to hire a really good designer like our company, it's not going to come cheap because this defines the entire app, and this has to be done right. So you're looking anywhere between $4,000 to $6,000 for a good UI design outside of our company. A prototype, about $1,500 to build out a fully functioning prototype with the UI screens if done right. Then a one-page website is about $1,000. Social media setup is another $1,000. Your branding package is going to be around $2,000. Market strategy $2,500, and revenue model $2,000. So if you were to go do all this on your own, not to mention the amount of time and energy that it takes to manage multiple teams, multiple companies, you're going to be spending about $16,500 to do this effectively. I don't recommend you cut any of this out and take shortcuts, because it's going to hurt you in the long run when you actually get to development. So that's why we include all this. It's exactly what you need. Now, this is your unfair competitive advantage, and that's pitch preparation. So with our company, we actually build your pitch deck and get your approval, and then once it's done, we're going to pitch your startup on your behalf to our group of private investors. Yes, that's correct. We deliver the pitch for you, so you don't have to worry about handling that portion for your startup. Our investors are vetted and presented to based on app industry. So we go through our entire network, pick the ones that are best suited for your platform so that we can pitch them directly. Now, all of our investors, we've syndicated with them over many years. They are all accredited. Accredited means they, as an individual, make more than $250,000 a year, or as a household, over $500,000 a year. This to ensure that they are getting into something they can feel comfortable with, and it's not something that's going to put them in a stressful position. So we want to make sure it's a win for everybody in that regard. But the best part is it's trust. We have trust and long-standing relationships with our investors, which significantly increases their interest in your platform. Now, this is the hardest part. This is where most startups just can't get past. They can't succeed because they don't have people they can pitch to. If they have people they can pitch to, there's going to be a lot of red tape, a lot of extra meetings, delays, who knows. And they may not even be interested in tech startups, maybe something else they're interested in. So it just prolongs the process. And then once you have the opportunity to pitch them, can you close a deal? Who are you? Do they have trust in you? Do they believe in your platform? So it's really hard to navigate through this if you're brand new. That's why our company provides this. This is invaluable, and you won't find it anywhere else. We've worked very hard to put this together to make it available to our clients. And I mean, this is worth tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, not millions of lost opportunity costs, and months if not years of frustration trying to get your startup off the ground. But most importantly is the price of regret, because if you get frustrated and you can't get anyone back your idea, you probably will give up and quit and shelf the concept, and then only to find out a year later, maybe 2 years later, someone launches your app idea, and now you have that feeling in your stomach you just can't get rid of because someone else launched what you wanted to. That's the worst position to be in. Okay, so our funding with our accelerator program, our target ceiling is $200,000 per startup. Now, we are private equity, so we take on average of 4 to 6% equity contribution. Now, it is negotiable, so it would never be in a position where we would just give you one offer and that would be it. We have to make sure that this is a win-win for everyone collectively, because we're here for the long run. We're not just looking to build your app, launch in the app stores, and then off you go. We're here to make sure that this is something successful for everyone and set you up for future success to continue to grow a startup for many years to come. Now, as much as I would love to say that our company works for free, we do not. We have a startup investment required to enroll into our accelerator program, but it comes with the next best thing, and that is a zero risk guarantee. So the reason why I have this is because it weeds out a lot of tire kickers. In our industry, in our space, a lot of companies, individuals are looking for something for nothing. They have an idea, but they don't have any capital of their own. It's really hard to get any investor involved if you have no money of your own to put towards your idea, because if they're offering X amount of funding to help you, they're going to want to see a little bit of contribution on your side. You have to really think that, why would we believe in your app idea more than you? And it also helps us weed out a lot of tire kickers, so we're only taking on the most sincere, qualified clients. Our accelerator program is not for everyone. We don't want to work with everyone. We want to work with those that are serious about their concept and ready to launch a great startup. So we offer a guarantee. So if there's no investor interest, 100% money back. If there's no investor interest, you keep your IP. So that's your proof of concept, your website, prototype, UI, UX design, everything is yours. If we can't get this done, you get your money back, you get your proof of concept. Now you'll be part as friends, and you can go and shop developers in your own time. Obviously, you have to pay the price, but you get your funds back to be able to do that. Now, once an investor is secured, we're going to credit your startup investment towards development. So no matter how you look at this, it's a win-win. So let's discuss the requirements. To enroll in our accelerator, we have a one-time startup investment of $14,995 with a 100% money-back guarantee. Let's pause on this for a moment. Many people may feel that you can build an app for $15,000. That is absolutely not the truth. If you can, it's not going to be very good, because mobile apps, ones that are very good, will far exceed this price. Plus, you're only thinking of the development, building the product. What about the other costs that come with launching a startup? The marketing, the branding, the trademarking, the content, the social media marketing, the pay-per-click advertising, the legal work, the trademark work that goes into all that, the maintenance, the updates. I mean, there's so much that goes behind launching a startup that you're going to easily push the $100,000, $200,000 envelope to get this out the door and launch successfully, so you can recoup your initial investment as well. At $15,000, you're going to be hard pressed to accomplish that. So that's why we feel the way you think of it is you put 15 in to get up to 200,000 back to launch this the right way with a team that has experience. So there's no additional costs or hidden fees. It's one time, it's in our contract, and that's all that we require. Most clients, they will put this on a credit card, which is great. For other clients, we want to make sure that this is accessible for great startups, so we offer financing. So our financing program, there is in-house, there's no credit check. You just have to show that you earn a minimum of $38,000 of your annual income to handle the small affordable monthly payments, which range from $200 to $500. This is dependent on your reduced startup investment of a down payment. Now, we take a down payment because there is no credit check, so this is to ensure we can approve the application. So our down payments range from $3,000 to $10,000. Now, your first payment, your monthly payment is not due for 30 days. So given the day that you start and your application is approved, your down payment would between $3,000 to $10,000 at your choice would be required at the day that your financing is approved, and then your next monthly payment would not be due until 30 days after, within our next billing cycle. So the way this works is, let's say our accelerator is $15,000, you put $5,000 down, you have a $10,000 balance. That $10,000 is going to be divided over 24 months at the same equal payment for 0% interest. Okay, so it makes it affordable for you. The idea is you could break this out over 2 years, get this into the accelerator, see on paper you have a down payment, you're making monthly payments, our investors are happy with that. So then this way, let's say in 2 years your app's performing, it's doing well, you pay this back, there's no prepayment penalty, and off we go. So it's a great plan for everyone that wants to launch their startup the right way. And again, to stress, there is no credit check. On the application, we only request a ID and your social security number for the simple fact that we have to verify your identity. It is required for that, but you will not see an inquiry on your credit from us, and all forms are encrypted to protect your information. Now, if you move quickly, we have a fast mover incentive. So if you enroll into our accelerator after 48 hours of the meeting you had with one of our managing partners, you're going to save half on the enrollment. So instead of paying $15,000, you enroll within 48 hours of your initial meeting, you're going to save half, which is about $8,000. So to enroll into our accelerator, you would pay $7,995, 100% money back guarantee. Everything still applies. You're going to receive the exact same thing you would as if you paid the full amount. There's no additional costs or hidden fees. Everything is included. The only difference is we do not finance the fast mover incentive. It's one time, and it would be at the client's discretion. Now, next steps are simple. When you enroll into our accelerator, you'll receive a welcome email that'll have all the links for you to complete the sign up. First would be the link to your accelerator agreement. Then it would be a link to your non-disclosure agreement. Now, just so you know, everything you share within our meeting on Zoom, when you meet with one of our managing partners, is confidential. We do not disclose anything. This is a formality. Then we'd also request a startup checklist. This is for you to just provide all the information that you have available. This goes directly to your design team so they can start working on the checklist and the wireframe and the UI designs. And then we'll send you a payment request for whatever payment option you choose, whether it's for the full amount, the fast mover incentive, or your down payment. Once everything is received, then our operations manager will assign your team. Your team will consist of a project manager, a designer, a quality assurance team member, and then obviously support of operations manager. All that will be assigned to you. You'll be given access on Trello. Trello is a third-party software that manages projects. So what will happen is once your team is assigned, you'll receive an invite to join your team on Trello. You'll have fingertip control of them at any given time. Our team has been trained to respond to you same day. If they do not respond to you, it's probably outside of our normal business hours, which is 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If it falls outside of that, they will get back to you the next business day. So you have everything here you need to succeed with our accelerator program. You have a dedicated team assigned to you, and this is going to be the fastest way for you to launch your app idea with a guarantee that we can get it done. Because one way or another, you're going to have to pay for this, whether you go out this on your own and you pay for everything that's within the proof of concept that we provide. You're still faced with no guarantee. It's still coming out of pocket. You're going to have to pay for it. And if you get it all done, now you have the biggest challenge of effectively pitching someone to back your app idea, which is the hardest challenge. And even if you never get off the ground, you cannot go back to the designers and people that built the proof of concept and get your money back. It's not going to happen. So this is the fastest way. We make it affordable for everyone. So I highly encourage you, if you believe in your app idea, you believe in your startup, let us work with you, let us partner with you so we can go ahead, get this off the ground, and make this a big win for everyone.